Great morning, holy brothers and sisters! It is the 7th of Av, and in the Kitzur Likutei Moharan, today's lesson will be called Joining Joy. The power of the angels is intensified in the month of Nisan. Thus, Nisan is associated with intimate physical purity. Joy serves to extend the holiness and joy of Nisan throughout the entire year, by which a person merits intimate physical purity and to be saved from nocturnal emissions, God forbid. Simcha and joy elevates not only our moods, but spiritual holiness as well. Sometimes, however, nocturnal pollution, God forbid, can also result from unfit rabbis and judges who pervert justice. The rectification for this is called the binding of the chariot. Likutei Hilchos Chodesh 7 explains that binding the chariot means to bind and attach one's thoughts all to one place, that is, solely to God and to His holy Torah. And it is also explained in the Tikkunei Zohar, evil thoughts are identified with impure animals, while holy thoughts are identified with the animals of the chariot. The reason for the traditional practice of reciting in the Bedtime Shema prior to sleep, in the name of the Lord, on my right side is Michael, on my left is Gabriel, etc., since this describes the binding of the chariot, and this is efficacious for avoiding nocturnal pollution that results from the perversion of justice by unfit judges. Before we go to bed, and before we do any action, we should always pray to be physically and spiritually successful. Rosh Hashanah, the new year, embodies the rectification of faith. This is because as a result of the great gatherings that take place when all the holy congregations assemble on Rosh Hashanah, particularly when they gather with the true tzaddikim, the true righteous ones, all the bits of holy faith are thereby collected and gathered together, and faith is rectified to perfection. The mental faculties also radiate brightly and are rectified on Rosh Hashanah. Similarly, during each of the 10 days of repentance, this mental luminescence, which is also associated with the tefillin and with the seal of holiness, is elicited by the repentance that people do during that time, and on Yom Kippur, the final stage in the seal of holiness, that is actually completed, whereby the mind radiates with the knowledge and perception of godliness. On Sukkot, joy is drawn forth, and joy rectifies foods so that they will not taint a person's dreams, and he will not come to nocturnal pollution, God forbid, as a result of what he eats. Shemini Atzeres, that holiday, is the time when judgment is rectified, and by this a person is saved from the impure nocturnal emissions caused by unfit judges. And all of these spiritual rectifications are effected in a specific manner on Rosh Hashanah itself by means of the 3 shofar blasts, Tekiah, Teruah, and Shivarim. For through the Tekiah, a person merits a rectification of his faith. Through the Teruah, he merits to draw down the holiness of the tefillin, which is the radiance of the mind. And through the Shivarim, the rectification of dreams and justice is elicited, thereby saving him from nocturnal emissions in every sense. These blasts are wake-up calls for us to fix any blemish that we may still have. But we need not wait until the new year. We can focus on them today and do teshuvah and come back closer to our Creator. As always, thank you so much for learning together. If you enjoyed this lesson, please remember to like, comment, share, and borrow. And please God, we'll learn again tomorrow.